In today's video, when should you plan for a cheat day? Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Rebella from ProPhysique.com, and today's discussion is going to be about cheat days. Now, if this is the type of information that you're interested in, nutrition and training, well, hit the subscribe button. It's what I love to do here, and today's question came from right here on my Instagram direct message. So what I'd like to do is read the question, and then we're going to discuss just how to incorporate some cheat days. When I am in a calorie deficit, when should I have a cheat meal? Or how do I know if I need it? Thank you. Well, thank you, because this is a great opportunity to talk about a method of dieting which, well, we might be able to eliminate the term cheat. That's right. So one style of dieting that has become very popular is to be very restrictive, but to plan in cheats throughout the process to allow you to kind of motivate yourself. Man, if I'm really good for a little bit of time, well, then I get to have a cheat day. But first we need to define what a cheat day is, what cheat meals are, what foods are on your cheat list. And if there are things on your cheat list like steak, potatoes, things that you enjoy, well then we need to kind of reframe the discussion. Because while I do agree in having a setup that allows for some freedom, which I'll explain exactly what I mean and give you the term at the end of this video, I think we need to have a discussion more about how we look at food. The binary nature of food needs to change. Good and bad needs to shift. It needs to be appropriate and unappropriate for our goals. So the thing that I really love to talk about is flexible dieting, or the idea of exchanging foods to reach our goals, while also perhaps adjusting them through the use of macronutrient-based dieting to reach those goals. And in fact, I know it's a big discussion, but I have a free resource, and this is what I'm happy to share with you guys, is a book that we at ProPhysique wrote. So I'm gonna link it below, and I have a free introductory guide to like working out and nutrition, but I also have one specifically around flexible dieting to explain what it is and how you can transition from a typical approach of restrictive clean eating to one of flexibility. Now, while I would love to tell you that, you know what, you can eat whatever foods you want and reach your goal, the truth is that we have to first understand what's in the foods that we love and then learn how we can control that intake. So from the discussion point of this person's question, let's talk about when should you have a cheat day. Now, I as a coach, a weight loss coach, a bodybuilding coach, really love to provide my athletes both a psychological and physiological break from the process of losing weight, losing body fat. If someone is a lifestyle client and they're just trying to lose weight to look good, it's going to be very important that they're still able to function and have some social interactions and schedule things like that. If someone is a physique athlete, the benefits might even be more important, because not only are there physiological changes that happen to us throughout the process of getting sub 10% body fat, where we are so lean that there are changes that can kind of be detrimental to getting leaner. That's where things like cheat days, as you're calling it, but what I would call a refeed day, can add some value to hormone, metabolism, muscle glycogen, performance in the gym, sleep, all the things that can allow us to lose weight longer. So how would we frame this in that regard? Well, I like to have about a once a week refeed day to start a process if an athlete is very lean. If you are not lean, if you are above 20% body fat, you do not need cheat days and you do not need refeed days. You should be able to function on weight loss numbers for a while without really requiring a day of higher calories. I would certainly hope that you can start to learn to not think of this as a cheat day. Just the word cheat alone implies that you are doing something wrong, while that is not the case if we frame it the way I like to frame it. And how is that? Free day, free meal, or free day. And if you have educated yourself on how to be a flexible dieter, what the macronutrient totals are of the foods that we enjoy, it's more likely that you're going to include those in a daily routine. You might even find you just start to eat the same breakfast and lunch most of the time, just out of habit of things that you enjoy, and you find enjoyment in that. Now, I still think it's important that we do things socially. Maybe you want to go out for a pizza. Maybe you want to have something like an alcoholic beverage or a big dessert at a fancy restaurant. Well, flexible dieting gives us the tools to do that. Whether it's a free day that you're doing, or whether you just say, you know what, I know I'm going to have something bigger later. Let me restrict a little bit now so I can continue on my goals. The most important message here is that you find the switch in your mind, because if you're on a diet plan that you can only see working until you reach your goal, well, the problem is going to be all that work's going to be undone. But if you take an approach to dieting which allows you to take your time, reach your goals, enjoy the food you're eating, exchange foods in that while they might be more calorically beneficial, you still enjoy them. This is how I would frame it. So for my athletes, I start with a once a week refeed. Once the fat loss starts to stall, I'll often get up to 2 consecutive refeed days a week, and then we can talk about this amazing thing called diet breaks, which have been life-changing for my clients in fat loss. In fact, I just did a great video on the Matador Diet where they took men through 16 weeks of dieting, and the ones that entered the diet break approach through 16 weeks lost more body fat and kept more body fat off in a very significant manner. So I'll link that video below if you're interested to understand how to handle a diet break. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday. I know I sure am, and I will talk to you tomorrow.